It's late one evening. You're sitting on the couch, tuned in to your go-to podcast. The latest fitness trend is being dissected by your favorite online host, who you can't get enough of. You're like an outsider eavesdropping on the secret rituals of the elite, who have life all figured out. Meanwhile, you're biting into a New York slice with a beer on the side, almost ashamed as you have halfway bored through the 18-incher, and then it hits you. I want to try this. I need to change. I can do this. But here's the kicker. You said this before, so what's going to make this time any different? For context, this isn't a diss on pizza or beer. Going from moderation to excess is often the difference maker on whether something is good, tolerable, or detrimental for us. Breaking those seemingly irrevocable patterns is what we are focusing on. There's an aspect of building good habits that is discussed infrequently: the emotional and psychological discomfort that comes from breaking away from the familiar. Everyone loves to hype the benefits and strategies for building habits, but few mention the internal resistance that'll hit you like Tyson in the 80s when you try to change. When you start a new habit, especially one that stretches your limits, your brain is going to fight back, and fight back hard. You'll probably feel doubt, anxiety, even frustration because your brain craves the familiar, especially the familiarity of a bad habit. This discomfort is to be expected, and overcoming it is the key to creating any positive habit you want in your life. For example, take New Year's resolutions. Every January, gyms are packed with people who swear they're going to turn their lives around. The energy is off the charts, and every machine is taken. But then February hits, and the herd thins out, the motivation wanes, and people start disappearing. Why? Because the discomfort of sticking to those new habits sets in. It's cold, it's dark, and the couch is calling. Building a new habit can be an internal battle. It's not just about discipline or willpower. It's about learning to sit with discomfort, recognizing it as a sign that you are pushing past your comfort zone and making real progress. This is where most people give up, thinking they have failed, when in reality, they are just hitting the next level. So when that resistance kicks in, when your mind is screaming for you to quit, understand this: you are growing. Embrace the discomfort because it's proof you are on the right track. The more you push through, the easier it gets. And one day, the habit won't be new anymore. It'll just be a part of who you are. Determination exists on a spectrum. There's the average level, and then there's those whose commitment to their habits borders on the superhuman. These individuals stand out because their relentless habits have not only shaped their lives, but also left an indelible mark on culture and the world we live in today. The truth is, we all have the potential to shift into that higher gear. The real question is, will we choose to do it? Imagine Pablo Picasso, a man who didn't just dabble in art, but lived and breathed it every single day. His habit? Creating art daily, no matter the medium. Whether it was painting, drawing, or sculpting, Picasso's relentless commitment to his craft didn't just produce a few masterpieces. It resulted in a staggering output of over 50,000 works during his lifetime. But it wasn't just about quantity. His daily practice of experimenting with new techniques and styles led to the birth of Cubism, a revolutionary movement that shattered the conventions of art and forever changed how we see the world. Picasso's habit of daily creativity wasn't just a routine. It was the engine behind one of the most profound shifts in modern art. Now let's talk about Thomas Edison, a man synonymous with invention. Edison wasn't just lucky, he was relentless. His habit? Unyielding experimentation and persistence. He didn't just stumble upon the electric light bulb. He he earned it through sheer determination, testing thousands of filaments before finding the right one in 1879. This habit of constant trial and error wasn't just a quirk. It was a methodical approach that revolutionized how we live. Thanks to his persistence, we moved from the darkness of candlelight to the bright, reliable glow of electric lights, transforming homes, streets, and industries across the globe. Edison's habit wasn't about success. It was about refusing to give up until success was inevitable. My favorite Edison quote, "I have not failed. I just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Then there's Stephen King, a name that's practically synonymous with horror fiction. King's secret? A simple but powerful habit. Writing 2,000 words every single day, no exceptions. Whether he was on vacation, ill, or just not feeling it, he always put pen to paper. This daily grind didn't just make him a prolific author, it made him a master of a wide range of genres. With countless bestsellers like The Shining, It, and Misery, King's works have not only dominated the charts, but also seeped into the fabric of pop culture. His habit of daily writing didn't just produce books. It built a legacy that has shaped the many genres he wrote and captivated generations of readers. Not to mention, over 60 of his books have also been adapted to cinema. Maybe there's something you are dying to achieve, a new exercise routine, a diet, or a skill you want to master. Whatever it is, if it truly matters, it's yours for the taking. Fleeting desires fade fast, but when something aligns with who you are, it has the power to withstand any storm. This is where habit gains real staying power. When a habit is imbued with purpose, it can evolve into a ritual, a meaningful act that becomes an integral part of your daily routine. How do you know if something is truly important? It comes down to your identity. Do you see yourself as the person who has already integrated this habit into your life? Do you genuinely want to be that person? And most importantly, do you understand why? These answers must come from within, not from external pressures or because it sounds cool in the moment. It has to be, without a doubt, something that's fundamentally important to you. When building habits, start small and be specific. Forget vague goals like be more productive or learn a new skill. Commit to concrete, manageable actions. For example, if your goal is to read more, start with a commitment to read one page every day. Small, incremental steps, consistently applied, will always outperform drastic, overwhelming changes. If your goal is to write more, start by simply opening your journal each morning. Even a tiny effort is better than nothing. Break your habits down into clear, actionable steps. Define what success looks like for each habit and set achievable milestones. Place it where you can see it daily, and keep that vision alive. Whether it's mastering a new skill, organizing your space, or enhancing your focus, having clear steps makes that path forward tangible and less intimidating. Habit stacking is where the magic happens. Attach a new habit to one that's already part of your routine. If you have a morning ritual like making coffee, use that time to do something productive, like jotting down a quick to-do list or reading a few pages of a new book. Structure your day so your new habits fit naturally into it. Consistency is key. If you have to disrupt your entire day to make a habit happen, it's only a matter of time before it becomes a struggle. Instead, weave your habit seamlessly into your day-to-day life. Whether it's setting aside time to read, learn, or reflect, make it a part of your routine without major disruptions. Track your progress, whether with a wearable habit tracker, journal, or app. Watching your streak grow can be a powerful motivator. And don't overlook accountability. Share your goals with a friend or join a community with similar ambitions. Sometimes simply telling someone else is enough to keep you on track. Regularly reflect on your progress and don't hesitate to adjust your approach. If something isn't working, change it up. The method isn't as important as the progress you are making. Expect challenges and embrace them, whether it's shifting your approach to learning a new skill or adjusting how you manage your time. Flexibility is crucial. Celebrate small wins. Rewards don't have to be grand. Sometimes a short break or indulging in something you enjoy is enough. Just be cautious with reward systems that might backfire, like cheat days. They can provide relief, but don't let them undo your progress. Building a good habit requires the same full commitment as breaking a bad one. Stop fixating on the end result. Focus on the identity that comes with your habits. Don't just aim to get into shape. Become someone who embraces health and fitness as a lifestyle. Picture who you want to be and start living that identity now. The results will follow naturally. You are going to slip up, expect it. The real test is how quickly you get back on track. Resilience is everything. Whether you miss a day or face unexpected setbacks, it's how you recover that defines your journey. Building habits takes time. Setbacks are part of the process. So don't get discouraged. Be persistent. Keep your eyes on the long-term vision and remind yourself why you're doing this. Whether it's a personal project, professional growth, or a new passion, remember that true change happens over time. These strategies will keep you focused and motivated as you work toward establishing good habits in any area of your life. Let's consider the parable of the Chinese Moso Bamboo. For years, from seed, it barely grows above ground. In comparison to when it matures, it's a tiny shoot, seemingly doing nothing. But beneath the surface, it's a different story. The bamboo is hard at work, developing an intricate root system, spreading wide and strong, laying the foundation for what's to come. Then, something extraordinary happens. After years of almost no visible growth, the bamboo suddenly shoots up, growing as much as 60 feet in just a few weeks. It's an incredible transformation, but it's only possible because of those years spent building that hidden foundation. Building good habits is a lot like the Chinese Moso Bamboo. You might not see progress right away. It might feel like nothing is happening, but beneath the surface, you are laying the groundwork. And when that foundation is solid, your growth can be explosive, reaching heights you never thought possible. The winning combination to this is patience and persistence, trusting that the work you are putting in now will pay off in ways you can't yet see.